Hey guys, so really quick video. I wasn't going to cover this situation because I think a lot of people have done it much more justice, a lot more detailed. But if you don't know, SSSniperWolf is a YouTuber who's been on this platform a really long time. Does a lot of reaction videos which she doesn't credit the people that she's doing reactions to, which is fucked up because if it wasn't for their content, you'd have nothing to react to. And JacksFilms, how is this a YouTube controversy? I'm just looking at this Forbes article at the moment. They've called it a messy YouTube controversy. Don't see how this is a fucking controversy. SSniperWolf didn't like being criticised by JacksFilms, and rather than as a 30-year-old dealing with this in a, adult way, she decided to turn up at his house whilst, I believe, on a live stream and doxed him. Doxed where a commentator that doesn't like her content lives. YouTube has taken 7 days to turn around and say that she's going to be temporarily demonetized. Which, by the way, people have this app or site or whatever they can go through and actually find out which videos are demonetized. And it's only the most recent video. All of her other content still monetized. So not only did they take 7 days to decide that she would only get a temporary demonetization, but they haven't even demonetized all of her content. Even with Shane Dawson and James Charles, they demonetized them for what, about 6 months? And that was all content, not just one video. And please don't think I've jumped on this bandwagon because this is a popular subject or something. I've been talking about YouTube's unfair favoritism bullshit for years. You can check back my content. This video I made at least 2 years ago. And I called out the way they treated Markiplier's video compared to how they treated Moist Critical's video. When it had exactly the same reaction content, but one of them was completely fucking striked the video for it. But I've been calling this favoritism bullshit out for fucking years with YouTube. It's one of the reasons I actually don't like this platform. I love the platform for so much else, but this is awful. She should not be treated any differently from anyone else. If this was JacksFilms doing this to SSniperWolf, immediately he would have been banned, or at the very least, all of his content immediately would have been demonetized. But because it's SSniperWolf, because she makes a shitload of money for YouTube, there is favoritism. It's fucked up and it needs to stop. Oh, by the way, she also turned around to her followers and said, you can Google his address. Told more people to dox his address or find out his address. She did make an apology though. Shall we read it? By the way, even Phil DeFranco's turned around and said, the more I sit with this, the more it pisses me off. I forgot to mention, sorry. YouTube came out with a statement to say, confirming SSniperWolf has received a temporary monetization suspension per creator responsibility policies, off-platform actions that put others' personal safety at risk, harm our community, and the behaviour on both sides isn't what we want on YouTube. Sorry, what do you mean both sides? Because one person is creating criticism, the other person is doxing. They're not even close to equivalent. One's legal and completely fine on the platform. The other one's fucked up and should not on the platform at all. And should not take 7 days to turn around and be like, do you know what, this is fucked up, you get banned. At the very least, you get demonetized for 6 months. But even Phil DeFranco said, how the fuck are both sides equating SSniperWolf putting another creator's life in danger by showing up in the middle of the night and broadcasting outside their home to their millions of followers with Jack post videos critiquing and parodying her work? Exactly. I'm so glad that other bigger creators turn around and call this shit out, because if it's not for them, YouTube will never, ever, ever change. But yeah, let's have a look at SSniperWolf's apologies, shall we? Well, first of all, she turned around and said, I don't know what date this was, but she said, look, I ain't apologising for shit. JacksFilms was coming for me first, and he couldn't handle the heat. Sorry, critiquing and parodying your work is not coming for you. People are allowed to criticise you. Create content, you create a book, you create music, you create content, people are allowed to critique you. Fuck off. He was talking all that shit on the internet, but when I popped up on his property, which is illegal, you're stalking someone, first of all, and you also dox their address to all of your millions of followers, which is incredibly dangerous. He ain't do shit. Nah, keep the same energy and bring your ass outside. I was going to handle this like an adult. That's not how adults handle shit. But he didn't want smoke. That's his fault. Okay, so she's tweeted, by the way, I hate when people use a different platform to make an apology, as fake as it may be, on a different platform to where they did the crime or where they did the thing that they're apologising for. It's really fucked up. That means that people that don't follow her Twitter or don't have Twitter, which I'm still calling X Twitter, it's Twitter, mean that haven't even seen this apology, that she's taking responsibility. This looks like it's been written by her PR team, Tana Mojo style. The people who saw her dox that commentary creator, JacksFilms, the majority of them probably will not see this. And any drama YouTube videos that reference her, they probably won't even click on it because they'll be like, oh, they're going to hate on her no matter what or some bullshit. Even though she did something wrong. And she did something wrong to her underage audience. Anyway, let me start by saying I'm sorry for my recent actions. It is inexcusable. How come then you were excusing it in a previous tweet? I'm sorry to JacksFilms YouTube. Yeah, that's the reason she's apologising, is because YouTube are demonetising her. As little as they are demonetising her, they are still demonetising her, and that is why she's apologising. She's probably been told by a YouTube rep, you need to fucking apologise. The entire creator community and my incredible fans for not being a better example for appropriate conflict resolution. Oh, but I thought you were being an adult by turning up apparently at his... Change your tune real quick, didn't you? JacksFilms, while we certainly don't see eye to eye and have our differences, I'm sorry for reacting the way I did when I should have taken responsibility to show young creators how adults and professionals resolve conflict by communicating directly, respectfully and privately, not for views or content, but a meaningful example of how conflict should be solved. Yeah, that would have been good. Also, you don't have to, if someone criticizes and parodies your content, you don't have to reply. You can just ignore it, especially if you're not going to take any of the criticism. You can just ignore it. You're allowed to do that. You don't have to turn up at someone's house and then dox them in front of your millions of YouTube followers. I will reach out directly and hope we can find time to connect and communicate respectfully. She's got some fucking nerve to turn around and say that she hopes that we can communicate respectfully. I'd also like to thank YouTube for holding me accountable. Holding you accountable on one video temporarily. I deserve it, respect the decision, and appreciate the opportunity to learn and grow from a true lapse in my judgment. The way people are still here, literally someone's gone, oh, always here to support you. Looks like your PR team just secured their Christmas bonus. If YouTube hadn't have called this out, she wouldn't be making this apology. We know that. YouTube seriously need to get their shit together. Because taking 7 days to decide that someone doxing another creator is a bad thing, it doesn't take 7 days to do that. Maybe you were busy with other stuff, but like, it shouldn't take more than 48 fucking hours. And with that, I'm calling it. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give us a like and subscribe if you feel like it. I'd really appreciate it. I don't do drama videos very often, but I will call out YouTube when they make really, really shitty decisions and really shitty reactions to shit like this. So if you want to see that, make sure to subscribe. I hope to see you guys in the next video. Bye.